Parshat Lecha. The Mishnah in Pirkei Avos tells us that Avram had to endure 10 nisyonos. Had to endure 10 challenges. Now, seemingly, when we use the language challenge or nisayon, for every person, there are different things which we call nisyonos, which we call challenges. We each have a different nekudas habechira. But seemingly, the Mishnah is talking about challenges which are challenges for Avram Avinu. Why would Avram Avinu have challenges? L'chora, for Avram Avinu, once you get to the level of Avram Avinu and you're a chamayim of Avram Avinu, is it really a nisayon to do that which HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells you? We're not living in a situation. Avram Avinu had a clarity and a nevuah that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was telling him to do things. Why would that be a nisayon for Avram Avinu? And here we get, seemingly, we should strive as we climb up that ladder of Nekudas HaBechira that we have no nisayon. And seemingly, we should think that Avram reached that level, that he had no nisyonos. He had responsibilities, but for him, they were not nisyonos. But no, Chazal tell us that he did endure 10 nisyonos. So I'd like to point to two possible understandings of the nisyonos. By Lech Lecha, we could think of the nisyonos of Lech Lecha is that it's difficult. It's difficult to leave home. It's difficult to leave the known for the unknown. It's difficult to leave that which you're comfortable with for that which you have no idea. That's difficult. But it's very possible that that's not the nisayon we're talking about by Avraham Avinu. That that's not a challenge for Avraham Avinu. That for Avraham Avinu, the challenge we're talking about is something else. The challenge we're talking about is that he was in Chazal say that when he was in Haran, he was involved in a tafkid of Kiruv, together with Sarai Ishto. That there it was clear how he was enhancing Avodas Hashem. He was Megala HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He was spreading Torah. And he was told to leave. And he left. But he was supposed to feel that nisayon. It was nisayon because there was angst because he was losing another piece. In the same way that when we talk about the nisayon of Akedas Yitzchak, it wasn't the nisayon of Avram saying no and possibly he won't pass it. But it's a nisayon in the sense that he was sitting there and it was torn. Because this is something which goes against and he's supposed to feel torn. And that's what we mean. When Avram went through 10 nisyonos means there were 10 situations where HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, I want it to be a nisayon. Not whether you'll do it or whether you won't do it. But it will be difficult. It will be difficult in an existential way and it's supposed to be difficult. We normally think that if something is not a nisayon, if I've gotten to such a level, it's not even a challenge. I do it. I do it and it's simple. I have enough yirat shamayim that I do it and I don't even feel it's a challenge. But Avram Avinu was in situations he was put in 10 nisyonos for him. 10 situations where for him it was a nisayon. We should strive to get to a point where our nisyonos are nisyonos of good and good. On the one hand, I have this and I have this, and I will be torn and I will feel like I'm missing something. Because that's part of the challenges of an Oved Hashem to think between Tov and Tov. But the things which are a question of comfort, when I have decisions of Tov and Ra, we should strive that we get closer and closer and closer to climb up that ladder of Nekudas HaBechira, that we don't even feel of as a nisayon. I do the right thing because it's the right thing. It's not a nisayon. It's an opportunity. It's tov v'tov. That is a nisayon. And that's why even Avraham Avinu has 10 nisyonos. Bezrat Hashem, we will all grow in that ladder of yirat shamayim. That our nisyonos should always be nisyonos of tov v'tov. And not between Tov and Ra. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, good Shabbos, good Shabbos.